Welcome to H2O Croutons.
I'm Alexis.
And I'm Jennifer. Together, we're mother.
And daughter co-host. Think Gen Z.
Meets Gen X. And let the games begin. We're here to add a little crunch to your day with real talk on everything from A to Z.
From pop culture and the latest news to deep dives in topics that you didn't even know you cared about, we've got you covered.
So, grab a drink, get cozy, and let's dive in. This is H2O Croutons. Hey, welcome to H2O Croutons. This is Jennifer, and I am your host with the most. And next to me is...
Your host with the least, Alexis.
Your host with the least. All right, so we're going to be doing a funny episode this time, covering funny stories, 1-star reviews, and then we're going to wrap it up with some mean celebrity tweets when people say really bad things about celebrities. So stay tuned, hang on, we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's head right into the funny story segment. I'll start first.
All right.
Then you can go. Fair?
Fair.
Okay. So, I'm going to talk about the time I was working in Mexico. I was on a contract for 6 months to show people how to do my job because they had transferred the plant, aka the Maquiladora, down into Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. Well, they had told us when we were there, because it was a border town, don't carry a lot of money. So I hardly ever had any money on me. I would have to cross every morning from Laredo, Texas into Nuevo Laredo. And then on the way home, Nuevo Laredo into Texas. Okay? And one time I'm leaving the Maquiladora. We had rental cars. And I think I was just leaving a little late that day, like running behind where everybody else had already left. I stayed a little while. And I'm speeding. They do everything there. I think it's kilometers. And I'm so in tune to watching the mileage per hour instead of the kilometers. And I wasn't paying attention. So I was speeding. Okay. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh my God. You freak out because it's a foreign country. Especially you hear those horror stories.
Right.
And the guy that was down there working with me, his name was Ahmad. He was from Iraq. He had gotten locked up and been locked up for 2 weeks over something else that had like drinking and something. It wasn't anything horrible. It was just like, holy cow, they couldn't get him out. And the company had lawyers for us. So I'm thinking, I'm going to have to call the lawyers. Where's that number? We didn't have cell phones back then.
Right,
so I'm on my own. Well, he gets out of the car and I said, "Mi no comprende español." I don't understand Spanish. So I knew very little. It wasn't going to be enough to be, to have a full-on conversation.
Yeah.
But basically, he had got enough to me to tell me, "Follow me." And I'm like, "Follow you? What?" I've never had that happen before. Mm-hmm. This is only, foreign country I've never been in, but they don't do this back home. What do you mean follow you? Follow you where? So I'm a little scared. Mm-hmm. But he starts driving through the city there. I was always on the outskirts of it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, he starts driving through like this major, I don't know, there was a lot of people, a lot of little smaller businesses, but no, they didn't have landscapers or anything there.
Right.
They did have a Pepsi factory though, because I got really excited about it.
Jealous.
Right? Mexican Coke and Pepsi are just so much better. Especially when you're actually getting it there. The glass bottles are weird too. And I did have those when I was younger, so it wasn't new to me. It was just weird. Anyway, he drives me down to what I would almost call a downtown area. And he makes me follow him to one. And he pulls up to this gravel parking lot across the street from this area that's got like 4 or 5 buildings that you could tell were connected. And he tells me, put my car in there. And I'm like, what's going on here? I get out of the car and I'm like, okay. I'm looking like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have a number. I don't have anything. I'm thinking I'm going to be in a Mexican jail. I had no idea how they handled that. And he points across the street to those buildings. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, do you want me to go there? And he's aquí. So I did. I walk over there and I'm kind of looking around to see which door am I supposed to go in because nobody's really going in. And I guess because I saw one person when we pulled up, I just happened to look over there. And it's probably a good half a block from where I was parked. Get a car. I walk across the street after all that happened, walk in there, and I'm standing in this line like, he gave me a piece of paper of some sort. I was trying to figure out what was on it. I knew it was a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I'm going to have to just pay this, but I don't know how it works. And there's a few buildings and a few people in there, and they're like, call me up there. And I'm like, okay, after I waited for 15, 20 minutes. It seemed like forever to me, because I'm like, how long is this going to take? It was really hot. The air wasn't working. I get up to the window. She takes the paper from me and she says, $20 dinero, which meant $20. And I just happened to have that day.
Yeah.
It was exactly what I had to the penny, because I grabbed it on the way out the door.
Impressive.
From the hotel. Yeah. Gave her the $20. She gave me another piece of paper and told me to basically go on. Well, I get back across the street, and the guy at the gate opens it up. And he's like, everything okay? Did you get it solved? And I'm like, what just happened? I don't even know. He goes, oh. He said, you had a speeding ticket. I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, yeah, it's normal what they do here. And he goes, the cool thing is, you now cannot get another speeding ticket for 24 hours. It's Mexican law. And I'm thinking, you should have never, ever told me that. Because I do know that you can pay off some police officers.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to risk that.
Yeah.
I wasn't taking any chances, because I probably could have. They said you could have had him $10. He probably would have let you go, and you ended up paying 20. I'm like, oh well. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to be out of money and still be in trouble.
Yeah.
So he goes, yeah. I'm like, oh my god, it's been very, very stressful, because it was, so everybody's speaking Spanish. I have no idea what's happening. My rental car is impounded. I have no way to contact anyone. He goes, oh yeah. And he said, it's really funny. And I was like, what? He goes, the officer's name was Jesus, which is spelled Jesus in English. You're telling me that Jesus gave me a speeding ticket? He said, yeah, but you want to know what's funny? And I said, what? He goes, my name is Ricardo Martinez, which is Ricky Martin. He said, so essentially, Jesus gave you a speeding ticket and Ricky Martin calmed you down. And that's how the story ended. Really super great guy. But that's my funny story from Mexico. Your turn.
That is funny. Obviously, my mother knows this one because she was involved in it. More of speaking to you guys. Imagine a little me getting antibiotics for something that I didn't need it for. I react to those antibiotics so heavily that So, imagine a little me getting antibiotics for something I was not even sick for. I thought I was not.
The hospital said you were.
Yeah. And I got a antibiotic called Bactrim. If you have children, please do not put them on Bactrim. Moving back onto the story.
It's actually banned in several countries.
Oh, yeah. I get really bad hives. We were just at the ER the other day. They got worse overnight. They didn't do anything for me the day before, and there's a thing called Johnson's syndrome, right?
Yeah, basically.
So, yeah, so my pediatrician's like, no, get her back to the hospital, make them do something. So, my dad drops me and my mom off. We get in there quickly, and then somehow my dad had managed to smuggle a monkey in his backpack. So, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that for real life pet monkey Cuddles, I was obsessed with that thing.
So it's supposed to be very similar to a real monkey and make monkey sounds.
And it did. It was very cute. Whichever kid in public school put a pencil through its nose and left a forever hole on its nose, I am still mad at you for that. Basically, imagine a very angry-looking man walking through a hospital lobby with a toy monkey hanging out of his backpack.
Everybody was watching him. He didn't care.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't.
You have to kind of give a visual of your dad. He's got a backpack on with this monkey in there, right?
Yeah.
And he's just... everything is serious. We're in the hospital room.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of watching, and I see him. And you can just see all the nurses and doctors that were walking around and all busy, kind of just looking at him like, what the? He was just like, I don't care. I got a monkey. Mess with me. So, yeah, it was actually really funny, but it almost had to be there, but...
Yeah.
Very angry man carrying a stuffed monkey in his backpack.
Robotic monkey.
Robotic at that, yeah. That made real sounds.
God, imagine it would have been on. running through the hospital.
It
all
was
mad.
going off.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
So all that was probably heard through the hallway was very heavy stomping, and then because that's the noise that it made. It makes. I still have it. I will never get rid of it. All my other for real pets are gone. That one stays.
That's the one I paid the less money for because we got it at Goodwill, I think, in the banana tree.
Cuddles is too heavy for that. I still have that hammock. I don't have that other monkey, but I still have the hammock. I can show you later. Yeah. Moving on to the other small funny story. Imagine a very exhausted me, and my mom calls me and wakes me up. I was probably about 15 around this time, and for some reason had stayed up all night. So the next morning, my mom calls me in. I'm exhausted. Hey kiddo, would you mind getting me like some tea? I don't know why I heard what I heard, but I walked into the kitchen, grabbed a slice of pepper jack cheese, walked back into the bedroom, held it out with my eyes barely open, and go, cheese? And then whenever she wouldn't take it, cheese? Like, you want cheese, right? Take the cheese. I had some moments whenever I was not awake. Or the talking in my sleep is another one. There's a video of that out on my mom's YouTube channel. If you know my mom's YouTube channel, feel free to go find it.
Oldest 13-year-old dog at the time, she said, she has a Facebook. She has
You guys were mad at her.
You guys were mad at her. She has a Facebook. She was ice skating. Like, what the
ice skating? I even sounded frustrated in my sleep. I'm like,
yes.
I don't know.
It's pretty funny, actually. I sent it to a few people.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, my grandma. My dad was at work when I had it. Okay.
Well, good to know that now.
Funny stories are great. I want to hear yours. So if you got one you want to share, all you got to do is let us know. H2OCroutonQuestion@gmail.com. Or you can hit me up on any of the socials that we have on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, LinkedIn, Instagram, Tumblr, Blogspot.
Blogspot?
Is it Blogspot or Blogger?
Maybe it's Blogger. I think there might be...
Try both.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yes.
Or both. Anyway.
Pretty much. We do have a new phone number that you can also call and leave a message. If you want me to put it on the podcast, I will do that for you and share your story. But our phone number, you can also send a text if you don't want to be heard. But the number is 786-505-2194. Again, that is 786-505-2194. We'll be right back after this. Okay, welcome back. We are going to move on to our next segment, which is 1-star reviews. Are we ready?
I believe we are.
Who's we?
Me.
Oh, hi, me. Oh, wait. I don't even know anymore. Okay. I don't know how... Do you pronounce this Arches National Park? Yes, okay. Anyway, this review says, delicate arch looks like it might fall over at any time. It might fall over in the future. Doesn't look anything like the license plate.
Oh my god, okay.
This one's funny. You heard that one.
Alright. It is from Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Paid $20 to get in, didn't even get to touch lava. If you want to touch lava, just say goodbye to your fingers.
Duh.
I mean, you know what? Maybe the man's trying to get rid of his fingerprints. Maybe he has something to hide.
Touch the lava. All right, this is Crater Lake National Park. There are mosquitoes everywhere, and I can get a larger portion of food from Olive Garden for the same price. Hard pass. Restock your beer more frequently. We bought you out in 3 days. That's what's wrong with the mosquitoes. They were drunk.
Also, if you're going to a lake national park, I feel like mosquitoes are something to expect.
You would think so.
Like, I would never step foot in one.
What
I'd
do
be
we
covered
know?
in bumps like the next day. But anyway. This is from the Grand Canyon National Park. Oh boy, here we go. The reason I give Grand Canyon National Park only 1 star as a national park is that pretty much all of the really awesome things you could potentially do in the Grand Canyon are basically off limits for a day tripper. I just don't understand why they won't build a road, aerial, tramway, elevator, or something that gives easier access to the canyon's depth. Who say that building anything would ruin the Grand Canyon, I would say this. Did building a road into Yosemite Valley ruin Yosemite? It's the Grand Canyon. Why do we need to build... Okay. Some people are not well.
All right, Joshua Tree National Park. In my own experience, I wouldn't come back here. I don't know how you go a day without showering if you spend time in the desert. Joshua Park, get some showers, okay? Come on. What do you think? That this is normal now? Really? It's
like, okay, if people are able to bring running water to deserts, I don't think there would be as many issues as whatever. Okay.
All right, Mount Rainier.
Mount Rainier National Park. I like that name, Mount Rainier. But apparently it's the worst. I'm not saying it wasn't pretty, but it makes you remember an episode of The Cosby Show where Vanessa is engaged to someone and Bill Cosby says that it was like a juicy piece of steak presented on a trash can lid. That's what this place was. Mount Rainier served on a trash can lid.
Did you not hear that?
That is...
All right, I'm going to read one more about Yellowstone. It says, when we got out of the car, the smell of sulfur nearly knocked my girlfriend off her feet, and the stench followed us throughout the day, and it clung to our clothes and hair. It's Yellowstone. Sulfur's going to happen. One more, Grand Canyon National. Whatever you do, be warned that there are no barriers around the edges, which fall about 300 to 900 feet into the depths of the canyon. No, really?
Oh my God.
Do not take pictures or have pictures taken of yourself without being serious. Okay. Do not hover about the canyon whilst drunk. You will fall over the edge and you will die. Be warned in advance that 60 people have fell over the edge, and in 20 instances, people were posing for or taking pictures while hovering on a rock close to the edge. Dun, dun, dun.
Like, okay, that's not obvious enough.
You think so, but you know what?
Some people need to go back to school. That's what I think.
Obvious isn't obvious to a lot of not obvious people. I don't even know how to put that anymore. Okay, we're going to read some funny Walmart reviews because Walmart is a hit when it comes to the 1-star.
All right, let's go. I love this kind
you
of
start
stuff.
right up.
A pretty funky experience. My uncle got my auntie pregnant there. Why are you the one making that review? If you were there, I am so concerned for you.
People of Walmart is a thing. That's literally the review. People of Walmart is a thing. And you know what? They're absolutely right. It's peopleofwalmart.com. Check it out. You'll thank me later. It's hilarious.
Maybe we should do one on that one day. Only a few shootouts here this year. Let's keep up the great work, guys. Thumbs up.
Yeah, guys. All right. Constantly tell you they will be closing in X hours and X minutes. It's like it's a threat.
It is. Get out while you can. Run. Okay. The food was sticky and the price is high. Okay.
Okay. Just moved out here. First time here, I stepped on a dirty diaper in the parking lot. The next week, when I came back, I ran over someone's meth kit. They ditched and had to get the tip of a diabetic insulin needle dug out of my tire, all in capital letters. Seriously sketched out by this place.
Always an experience. Customer standing at the deli counter just raising hell. Her husband looked like he was methed up, so he just kept walking around in circles. I think he was just tired of her.
Alright, so...
He's probably like, my God, my wife is a Karen. Please shut up. Let's go home.
Good Walmart. Had all the stuff Walmart has, and more. The workers had nice hair and nice fingernails. That must have been Karen.
Get whatever you want other than cars and stuff like that. Apartments, houses, whatever. I'm sorry, houses? Apartments?
The look on your face is worth it.
You're not looking at the right Walmart, but okay.
Everybody knows Walmart rolls them back. I'll read another one.
Alright.
When I asked for help, I was told that this isn't. When I asked for help, I was told that this wasn't their department and that they are too busy. I then proceeded to yank on the cabinets loudly while screaming, "Does anybody work here?"
Oh my god.
Not one time did anyone say, "Can I help you?" That's because they were too busy calling 911 for your lunatic self.
Yeah, I wouldn't help either.
We would have called them, like, an observation case when I used to dispatch.
Let's see.
72-hour cycle. Don't act that way in public. Trust me.
Great place to shop, except for being yelled at when I came back to check out. I always have a great experience. Find a new Walmart.
Right? Walmart should really look into hiring less hood rats with attitudes. The customer service employees are the most ghetto ratchets that I have ever experienced. Like, oh my god. Okay, I added that part in. Rolling your neck and eyes is far from being professional. Don't even know.
Who even says ratchet?
Dude, this woman did. By far. All right, we're going to wrap it up there. We'll be right back with our mean celebrity tweets. Get ready. Welcome back. We're going to go into the mean celebrity tweets. Try not to laugh. We wouldn't want that.
Alright, so, starting off with this first one, it's about Tom Hanks. And it comes from the user KF_Candry43. Oh my goodness,
Now,
okay.
picture Tom Hanks reading this.
Yeah.
That's what's funnier.
Whatever, Tom Hanks is a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo. So you have a tropical island all to yourself. You, I have a turtle sandbox.
What?
Beep, beep. I hear a lot of the censoring coming on.
Hey, you know what? You give it to me to read, I'm going to read it fully.
All right.
I'm an adult now, I can do.
We have Bette Midler. Some people ask who has the biggest penis in Hollywood. Easy. Bette Midler. And she's got her fist up like, yeah, in the picture.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Go ahead and read the handle on that one if you can.
Studio Exec 1. That's the handle. Someone had said, I think she took that as a compliment.
She did.
Oh my gosh, I love her. Lisa Kudrow.
Kudrow.
If you don't know, oh yeah, I don't know how to say her last name, but if you don't
Phoebe.
know who that is for whatever reason, Phoebe, Friends. There you go. The person that said, this is under the user of Ryan of Lan. I don't know how to read your user. Anyway, I hope you all have a great weekend. Except you, Lisa Kudrow. F you.
Kudrow, but she's probably like,
Kudrow.
smelly cat, why are you so mean to me? Okay. Let me find another one that's funny. Oh, Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston looks like Jim Carrey's impersonating Matthew McConaughey. It's true. He really does. That's funny.
Yeah, I see it. The next one was about Matthew Perry, and I'm not doing that. We'll go with Ryan Gosling. This person's username is DTAK, and the tweet is, "Oh, look at me. I'm Ryan Gosling. I have perfect bone structure and kind eyes. Go yourself, Ryan Gosling." Sounds like someone's jealous.
I just saw the one about Matthew Perry. I'm not
I
reading
didn't.
either.
Yeah, I don't know what it said, but I saw Matthew Perry's face. I'm like, no, that man was a national treasure. Moving on.
Russell Crowe is delightfully paradoxical in that he is a huge with a small.
Let's see. So the tweet is from a user called WheezyQ. No idea. I can't stand this new Ed Sheeran. Like, why TF are you happy on your records? You're a ginger for something's sake. Be sad. And he's frowning in the picture.
Aww.
Poor Ed Sheeran.
This one is from Mimosa1. Meemoza.
Something like that.
Number one. Dear God, give us Tupac back, and we'll give you Justin Bieber.
He looks so unamused. It's from @Gabby. Marijuana works wonders. Just look at Willie Nelson. Bastard is still alive and won't die.
Nope, he's still alive. All right, so this one is also about Ryan Gosling. It says, why does Ryan Gosling always look like he's trying to squeeze a fart out without making any noise? And he's making a face that looks like that with this like a surprised look.
All right, let's see. This one, because it's about the man who plays Harry Potter. I gotta read it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I like the movies more than I like the books. But moving on. This is from @MartinBeyond. Daniel Radcliffe is one of God's most unattractive creations since the Aardvark. Aardvark?
Yes.
Aardvark. I should have known as Aardvark because there was a Disney show called Bizarrevark, which Olivia Rodrigo was on. So was Jake Paul, but we don't talk about that.
I like this one. Where did this guy go anyway? It's by somebody named Ragbag USA. Ryan Paul has such pretty blue eyes. Sometimes it's easy to forget he's Satan incarnate. In my humble opinion, he was close to Satan. He was Satan's minion.
Alright. This is by Matt, and this part's blurred out, 1982. So, Matt, blurred out, 1982. Has Zac Efron ever been in a film where he doesn't play a total douche? I've never seen one of his films. I'm just judging by his face.
Oh, shit. That's funny. He thought that was funny, too.
Yeah.
He was laughing. I'm convinced Magic Johnson has approximately 73 teeth in his mouth. His big old smile.
You know what? This one's about Ariana Grande. This is from Mysterious Bat. I'd rather listen to an auto-tuned queef played on a continuous loop than listen to Ariana Grande's new album.
Does Gerard Butler have a massive student loan or something? Is that why he does all these really films? Alright, I think that'll be it. So, catch us on our socials. Again, that's Twitter with H2, the number 2, spelled out, H2TWOO, croutons. And then everywhere else, we're just H2O croutons. And you can also find us on, Instagram, Discord, LinkedIn, Facebook. You can find us on Tumblr and Blogger, and we're syndicated on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Pandora, SiriusXM. We're everywhere all the time. We'll just leave it at that. Make sure, if you're listening to us, that you leave us a like or review on that. It helps us get heard more often, and we could really use the help. We appreciate your support. We also have our phone number you can call or leave a text if you want to have us use your message on a future podcast. Make sure you state so in your voicemail. That number is 786-505-2194. 786-505-2194. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it. Until next time, we're out of here.
Goodbye!